Hola.
¿Cómo está?
Buenos días. Oh no.
Ah!
Muy bien, muy bien. We're rubbish.
Spanish
We're
102.
But
Anyway,
welcome to another video, and this week we're talking about the Hex ezCAN, aren't we?
we are, yeah, because there's a very, very important
Update.
been done.
Yeah. What is it?
I don't know.
There's an update that came out a couple of weeks ago, and the update is for the Hex ezCAN software itself, because as you know, the Hex ezCAN is an accessory manager that manages all the stuff so that you haven't got to have connections to the battery. But what it did do is that the connection to the ezCAN from the battery had everything starting, and you could have a delay of it starting and stopping either after the bike started or before the bike stops. But what they've added now is an extra thing so that you can put all of the accessories starting 5 seconds after the battery starts. So they're specifically saying, aren't they, that
It's for lights, isn't it?
yeah, for lights,
auxiliary lights.
and for cold weather and stuff, for your battery gets affected, doesn't
Which I have noticed on mine during the recent spell of cold weather that it did actually drain the battery.
it? Yeah.
So I had to boost it on one morning, but it's not because the battery's dead, because the battery's a great battery. But
So it kind of stops that immediate huge drain, doesn't it, of all these things wanting to start through the Hex ezCAN.
yeah.
So we're going to update it and see where the setting is. So firstly, we've got to download the update, because the update is the one that we want. So one moment later.
I've just seen
I mean, it doesn't take very long to update this, which is really, really good. Depending on whether you've actually got a signal mark.
I have got a signal. It's a very slow signal, though.
Yeah. So should we come back when we've updated it?
Yeah.
Right, so it's just downloaded its update, and obviously on a Mac you've got to agree to all these terms and conditions that we have pre-read, which is really good, and then it gives you a new icon.
Ooh,
so we'll have to get rid of the old one.
Right.
And then we can then use this one, but once we've used it, we'll drag it onto the desktop. So double click that, and it will connect. So we've got the engine off, but we've got the cable connected to the laptop. Hex ezCAN starts up.
Starts up.
It starts up.
Anyway, have you got any good recipes for omelettes? And
Eggs is a good start.
We'll get there in the end. 14 days later.
Yeah. So we had to unplug it and plug it back in again. So we've got the green light, engine's off, we've done the update, and this just tells you about the update. It's been available for your device. Would you like to update your device now? So now we're going to update the device with the update that's been downloaded, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So update firmware. Because we've downloaded the new one and now it's picked up the new one, and it needs to be sent to the device, doesn't it?
Yeah. The Hex, whatever they call it, ezCAN,
Yeah.
emailed us and said, you may have missed this, because it's only been a week or so, hasn't it?
Yeah, and it's a relatively new update, and they're quite proud of it, because this is one of the things that people, I think, have been worried about with connecting everything to their battery all at the same time. Even though it's coming off that accessory manager, if you've got 4 things, that's 4 drains on the battery, as well as trackers and God knows what else if you've got it.
Obviously, it's a faff.
Well, to be fair, the amount of stuff that's working in there all the time, it's not really that much of a faff, but it does take a few minutes just to update it, and you'll see various things. It's on update step 1 of 2, updating the firmware from what we've downloaded. So there we go. Step 2, green light. Activate and update, do not connect the device. So whatever you do, do not disconnect the device while it's doing it. I think it might corrupt it being sent across.
Might be, might do.
There we go. Firmware is updated, so I'll just check on here. So we got a green light still because it's connected, so hopefully it will connect. There we go.
Oh, here we go. Look at that.
There we go.
What have we got connected there?
Right, so this is the new option, I think, at the top. So it says only on when engine running, and these are your lights here. This is your light circuit. So when you click on the question mark, says only when engine running, the auxiliary LED lights will turn on when the engine starts and off 5 seconds after the engine stops, even if the ignition is on, they were saying. So should we put that on?
Yep, I think we need that.
So we put that on, and that is the update, the addition to the update. You can see for the horn, we've enabled the horn. There's no delay, and that's the delay in there is if you want the stock horn to come on first, and then if you press a little bit longer, it enables this Denali sound bomb to blast off. And your accessory manager, this is your in-of, isn't it? Your camera system, and we've got it timing out or turning off 30 seconds after the bike starts.
Yep, cool.
So that's really good because some of these lights, even though the LED ones are on there, some people have got the old halogen, haven't they?
Yeah.
And they're like 55 watts each side, so it's 110 watts drawing on that battery, isn't it? So we've turned that on. Let's see if it works. Right, so now that we've got the update on the ezCAN, hopefully when you start your bike, have you turned off the BMW spotlights?
Yeah.
So hopefully when you turn it on, all you'll see is the indicators with the visor Technic lights and the middle one.
Hopefully.
And then 5 seconds later, we should see the co-lights, which, if I can point to them, there's down here somewhere, the square ones, they'll come on. And then when you turn the bike off,
They should go off five.
they should go off 5 seconds after, even if the ignition's on, shouldn't
Yeah.
they? Right, do you want to fire it up?
I'd love to.
So that's the ignition on. You have got the BMW lights on.
I'll
Okay.
switch them off then.
Okay, so start the bike. 1, 2, 3. Well, I didn't quite count 5 seconds quick
Very
enough,
slow
I
at
think.
counting.
Yeah, but they did come on. So if you now turn the bike off, they've gone off.
Straight away.
So 5 seconds is a very, very quick 5 seconds, but the ignition's still on, isn't it?
No, the ignition's off.
Okay. So start the bike up again.
So the ignition is on and the lights haven't come on.
No.
It's an experiment, this, isn't it?
Yeah,
And
so
I'm
now-
standing out in the rain.
So now turn the bike on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There they go. They're not flashing, it's just the frame rate. So now just hit the kill switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So a little bit longer, but they have gone off even though the ignition's off, which is exactly what they said. So
I
perhaps
think it's
my
about 5
counting-
seconds. You're
yeah.
just really crap at counting.
I'm really rubbish at counting. So that's really good, isn't it? Because it means that when you stop your bike and your ignition's still on, because sometimes you might need to just play around with the settings on your bike,
Yeah.
don't want to turn it off, it's going to reduce the load. When you start the bike up, the load isn't there, and then it adds the load a few seconds later.
And obviously you can switch it all off so it doesn't come on anyway.
Yeah.
But if you, this is for when you, I got a disabling issue came up on my sat nav then for some reason. Anyway, we're fine. So I think that's pretty good, isn't it?
Well, I think it's really good. I think it will address a lot of people's worries about adding 4 circuits
Yep.
to the bike, even though it's one connection to the battery. That massive drain when you first start up is now
Well, you need it's
mitigated
14 point. You need to have 12.3 in the volts in the battery.
for it to be able
When
to
it's
start.
running, it's charging at 14.3, I think, 14.2 or 3.
Something
if
like
it
that.
just goes down 12.2, bike won't start.
No.
Or it will struggle really hard and it drains really quickly. So
And it'll be interesting because now you've had problems with it, not problems, but every now and then your battery hasn't started because it's dropped below. This might have been one of the
so
reasons.
let's see if it starts now.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. Well done, Hex ezCAN, for yet another amazing addition to their accessory manager. Brilliant.
So it's about 6 or 7 seconds before it
Yeah.
goes off. Excellent.
But it's
After that-
probably 5 seconds in the world of computers. It's just when you try and count out.
What's 5 seconds?
Yeah. At least it's doing what it's meant to do. So what a great addition.
Are we happy?
We're always happy.
Thumbs up, subscribe,
Subscribe.
bells, whistles, all that old malarkey. And we'll see you in the next video.